Hello everybody, this is Japhet from the Art of Trading. Welcome back to the Daily Top 10 show. And tonight we will be looking at the top 10 trending stocks from Investa. And before we get into that trending stocks, why don't we look at PSEI as a whole? So, interesting move today because we saw how many percentage is this? A 1.19% increase today, and we literally bounced off of this support zone right here. I really thought it would retest the 60.85 level first before bouncing, but we saw a huge candle taking out some highs right here, intraday highs, 1 hour time frame highs right here at 62.39. So that is quite a move on PSEI. So that's probably why we saw a lot of stocks that bounced today. And our first trending stock, which is ALI, actually bounced 10% today because of what happened today. So it closed really well today on for Ayala Land, and we did see it being battered so much on the downside that it bounced here today. Let's see why it bounced, or why it could have bounced. Oh, well, I think there was just so much downward pressure that it wanted to retest this level already before pushing more on the downside. But let's see, because we recently just broke this support level right here at 25.70, which was, when did it break? Around last week. And then we had this low right here that I was looking at on the weekly time frame right here. So it broke that below, and it probably just grabbed liquidity. So I am paying attention to this now, as it could potentially retest this level right here, the 25.70 again, and for all we know, it could break above and break back into the zone, within the zone right here. So we are not sure yet what it's going to do, but this is such a powerful move on the upside, and it will definitely retest this zone, this area right here, because it's a support turned resistance, so it will retest it. So we shall watch and see how it will react. Either it could go downwards, more downwards from there, or it could break above like this over the next few days or within this week. So let us see what happens. But for ALI, I'm now personally adding this to my watch list of high priority watch list. So I will be paying attention to what it does. But for me, a safer area to buy into this would be, a formation of a higher low right here. So if it breaks above and it forms like a high and higher low, and then of course it's gonna form a high, but after it breaks that high, that's when I would be, like, for example, it retests this level and then it breaks above, I would get on the retest of the broken level that was tested, like right this. So I would get in on it after it breaks above and retests the previous high right here, which it's about to do. So I don't know yet where the high could be that I'm looking at for a retest, but for now it might as well retest this high right here. Let's put a liquidity on the top right there, because there are so many stops right there. So many people got stuck up there, people looking to take profit. So if it does break above right here and then pushes up enough and then pulls back, I will be seeing what it does. So there's so many plays right here. It could get rejected here, and then it could break above, and I'll be watching for a retest somewhere in the zone within this area, the 25 to 27 area. So yeah, so far it's still on a downward bias, as we can see if we zoom out, but this could be a sign of reversal for all we know. So yeah, I don't want to dwell too much on this, but I'm definitely adding it to my personal watch list and if I were you guys too, I would watch this closely within the week. So up next we have FCG, which apparently closed right above the zone that I was paying attention to for a retest, but it took out the stops right there, the liquidity, the people who got stuck up here, they took it out. So now I am just paying attention to a pullback somewhere, because it's not really a strong move on the upside just yet. And if you were looking at this, it essentially just closed right above that. So for all I know, it could go up and then open tomorrow and then just go down even more. So it could be a fake out. That's why I don't anticipate a breakout. I watch where it plays out, and then I watch for the pullback. So for pullback zones, I could be looking at this zone right here if it does hold up later on. So we shall see, because it's a good area to watch out for, as we have so much more on the upside that we could, look at, because there's nothing stopping it right here. No more zones that it could potentially stop at, compared to when it was down here, it could get stopped right here. But seeing what happened today, it does want to push above even higher, and it wants to break out completely, but I'm waiting for the complete breakout right now. So yeah, FCG, watch it on your add it to your watch list too, and see how it plays out. But for me, it's a break and retest. It's a good bullish pressure right here, and I will look into riding this wave up until this part, the 0.85 level. So hopefully it does give me a setup, or else I won't even bother chasing or jumping into this before anything. So up next we have NIKL, who was dumping as well the past few days, and what happened today was it did not close above this zone that we were looking at, the lows, the extreme lows back in January 10. So it didn't even break above that, and even closed slightly lower, and it touched the bottom at 4.96. So I'm quite concerned with this, because it didn't bounce like ALI. So ALI got some strong bounce, but NIKL, no, it didn't. So I'm watching this zone still for 5.482 if it will be broken and first, or it would actually just test the downside first. So we don't know. But for this, I'm not gonna catch it yet, because it's not a setup that I play. But for people who try to catch the bounce, this is it. There was a zone right here, like a ultimate support zone. So if it does break above, that could be a setup for you if you trade the bounces. So let's see what it does. But for now, I'm really more on the downward bias at 4.55, but this is due for a bounce because it's so battered. It's been sell. Yeah, so I'm expecting as well a bounce on this one, if not tomorrow or soon, maybe the following week. But right now it's still very much on the bearish pressure. So yeah, quickly going through Dito as well. Yeah, this is still going sideways, but the support level is holding up. The 4.16 level is holding up right here, though I'm not seeing a good push on the upside just yet. Let's see on the 1H. What did it do on the 1H time frame? Yeah, just consolidated around that area. This is a support zone where you could have entered probably and just traded up to this level right here, but the risk reward ratio is not well, it's pretty good actually. 3, at least a 3R, but yeah, I would probably aim higher up here if you were able to catch it here at the bottom, but I'm not so sure. I'm not seeing a candle that is as strong as ALI, for example. But this one is just going sideways, consolidating. And we are seeing like a short-term lower lows right here, lower highs. So let's see where the pressure is on this. So yeah, it suddenly became a sideways stock. So I'm not looking too much into this. If I were to get into this, might as well just wait on the break of this gap right here, the up. Like even after this gap breaks and then you trade on the retest, there's still a lot of way to go up here when it's actually sure that it's on the bullish side. But this one could break below or it could break above, so I am not too optimistic yet about this one. So there's a lot of indecision for sure for Dito right now. So yeah, if your play is about buying on support zones and then cutting your losses right below, that's fine. That is also a play. If you know how well you do in that play, go take it. But for me, that's not my play. I like breaks and retests. So I could either watch out for a break here or a bigger break right here. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm watching for Dito. And then up next we have SPNEC, which is still, yeah, pushing on the downside as it got rejected right up here. So I am expecting it to retest this level. Let's see how it reacts, if it bounces up or it could break below. So we have to be careful on this one. I would only trade this if it breaks above here, breaks the my setup would be a retest of the 1.75. That's my personal setup. That's what I like. I don't like catching on the support zones as it could break under a bearish pressure. So yeah, I'm watching this, but I'll wait for it to develop a support and some rejections here in the 150 level. So let's see. As for Converge, it's unchanged today. It opened and closed there. Why does it say 0%? Definitely opened right below here at 19. It broke below last, oh, this was just today, but last week it broke below. Oh, no wonder it's 0%. Yeah, it broke today but also bounced. There's still a lot of bearish pressure on this one, and there's a consolidation right away right here. I am not even watching this for sure until it breaks above these zones or breaks above this zone as well. So let me just delete that because we are getting some, I guess, some reversal pressure. Let's see. I use this indicator sometimes called fractals to see where the highs are, and it's still right here. These red ones are the highs. So yeah, my chart before was right. Let's see how it does, but just eyeballing this, these are the highs I'm targeting. If this does reverse, but for me to get involved, I would just want to see a break of this zone right here and a retest of the 2230. But right now it could still get rejected here. So yeah, I'm not gonna get into this just yet. There's like 1, 2, 3 retests of the highs right here at the 2230 zone. So probably not yet. I'll wait for a break and retest just to confirm that there's a lot of bullish pressure. A lot of the market are thinking the same. Oh, hey, there are some bullish pressure on this one. So yeah. Up next, we have SSP that moved really well. Wow. This wasn't on my radar at all. My radar. It definitely took out this high, the weekly high right here, which was taken out with this retest right here, and now it broke above it. Wow, SSP moving really nice, huh? So the most recent high that I would look at for a pullback is right here. 1.25 levels. Let's see if this holds up, especially if it does pull back and then get some rejection. We could be aiming at these highs. So let's pull out our fractal indicator again. So yeah, this high, it really was it really is targeting this high if it wants to. That's the next wall or rejection area that we're looking at. So yeah, I'm not hyping this, but this is pretty good. This is definitely looking pretty good to me. It just broke this high right here. It broke this high right here. So the next significant high is right around here. So yeah, just waiting for a pullback right around this area. Yeah, the 1.25 zone, 1.25 levels. So wow, good move for SSP. Now I'm gonna add it to my personal list, as it did a massive move on the upside and broke some highs. So we are seeing maybe a potential reversal on this. The 1 week chart is looking way better right now. So yeah, I could be retesting these highs. Let's see if it gives us an entry, as it is still rallying up on the upside really well. So up next, we have SCC still holding that 37.65 zone. It hasn't even retested it yet. So this chart still holds up from my last video. It's still the same chart. But I am expecting this to retest the 37s. So let's see. 37.5.15 might be an area I'm more interested in, because this is too close to the current price. So I'm not going to look into this too much at around 37.50.65. So I want to catch it as low as possible, which is at 37.15, even to just target these highs right here, the 39.25. Because imagine if you caught it here at 37.65 and then cut loss here right below this black line right here at 37.65, it could still retest, and then you will get a fake, push or rejection on the downside. So it could invalidate your play right away. So I would just pay attention to the 37.15, so that if I get in here, I'll have more room for a reward, for a better risk reward ratio on the upside, and make my stop loss bigger, just so I don't get whipped out, because this is way overextended on this side. So let us see where it wants to go, but I will definitely just be watching this. I'm not gonna get in right here right now, because I'm still looking at other support zones. And yeah, so there are quite a few zones here that if it's this choppy, like the zones are right next to each other, I might as well just stay out, because it's not something it could give you fake signals, or it could give you a fake, well, not fake, but like it could whip you out due to manipulation. So yeah, 37.15 is an area I'm watching more closely compared to the 37.65, just because it's just going sideways right now, and people could get impatient. So 37.15 is a better zone for me. Like if it gives me a higher low like this, I might be looking to get into this and then potentially just trade this. Cut loss below the zone, risk reward up top. So yeah, 4.44 risk reward ratio. It's a better risk reward ratio than buying it up here. Cut loss right below the zone. It only gives you a 1-to-1, so not worth it. So might as well just wait it out, be patient. And yeah, so I used an indicator called Fractals by nephew Sam. If you guys wanna check it out and you're on TradingView, I like it just to view the highs where I could plot my zones, just so it's more consistent, more accurate. But yeah, that's it for today's episode of the Daily Top 10. And if you want to join the Discord, the link is down below. So yeah, do join us. Find yourself a community to discuss stuff with, to share stuff with, and I share my current charts there too. So if I were you, I'll check it out. If I were you guys, I'll check it out. So yeah, I'll see you guys there, and I'll see you guys on the next episode on Wednesday, most likely, as it is Monday. So I'll be doing this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just to have some more movement and not just, every day. Sometimes the stocks could go sideways, so I don't need to change the chart up too much. But at least with the every other day, we would get some progress on the charts and the formation of setups. So for now, if you have open positions, honor your strategy, your cut loss points, and yeah, strive to be consistent with that one. But mostly in this market right now, best to stay patient and wait for entries that you could get into, or that would form for a better setup, like a higher probability setup for you. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good evening.